Okay, so now, today, welcome to the president of I Develop Me. So today, I am going to explain to you what the Garden of Eden is. Do you know what the Garden of Eden is? Because a lot of people think that it's a mystical old place that doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so you see, in life, a man has to learn and go through battles. And he has to get through scars, and then become like a king, knowledge and wisdom. And love is knowledge and wisdom. Love is also the virtues. I'm not going to go into what the virtues are, but virtues are basically just goodness. Okay, so when a man develops those traits, he is Adam. Do you understand? He is now Adam. Then, when he gets with a woman who is not tainted with the snake or the snake gods, this is it's nearly the Garden of Eden. But if you go in the Bible, Adam and Eve were married. And how is that they were in oath? The same oath that you say I do to this day, Adam and Eve had those vows. Because to have two parties become one, there has to be a written agreement. And for that Garden of Eden to last, there has to be fidelity. Do you actually understand that the fall of the Garden of Eden was actually infidelity? Eve slept with a snake that was sexually compatible with her. And this thing still happens till this day. Do you understand? So when you go by the wedding, you make those vows. It means that when you do so, God's presence is there. And many times you don't actually need to believe even in Jesus to get the blessings of God. This system was already there. God has made systems in place. So if you do that, it's already a worship of God. You don't have to mention God's name and everything and dance and things like that. So long as you follow that system, it's the worship of God, the Creator. That is actually what the Garden of Eden is. And the snake, what would you call a man? I mean, what would you call a man who is handsome and seems like he's got better status, a slicker with a talk, talks to your wife, and you are away from the garden of peace and order? What happens when the snake manages to woo your wife and sleep with her? It means that the virtues have been sold. The virtues have been sold, and it also means that the presence of God has gone away. Because the oath was made to God, and God was a joining part of that oath to make it one. And the condition is no infidelity. But when that happens, it means that the virtues have been sold to that man. It means that the right to rule this marriage has been also sold to that man. It's been sold to the snake. Do you actually understand? So this is where the Garden of Eden is actually marriage. One man and one woman who are faithful, because so long as they keep that covenant, it's the Garden of Eden where everything good grows, where that marriage is the Garden of Eden. It's the stability of civilization, and it can't be broken because God himself will defend the couple so long as they are faithful to the other. The man and the woman who have the charm of a prince or a king and a queen, so long as they are faithful. The more emotionally even faithful, the more they only think about themselves, the more the two, husband and wife, the more they just think about sexually to each other and cut out every other snake, the more God is in that marriage, and the more it's a heaven on earth, and the more chance that this couple can become very wealthy without selling or their soul like many do. You might think that they gain their wealth normally, but if you research, you're going to find out that they made sacrifices to this snake god. Okay, snake god. And with that kind of wealth, this is why many of your favorite celebrities in cahoots with this ancient snake, is why they can only buy nice cars, is why they can only buy jewelry, because that money is not like normal money. It's not from God. It's from the snake. It's from Mammon, the snake. Do you understand? So this is why when people become just rich by the snake god, it's why there's still disorder in the Garden of Eden, where things are supposed to grow. But when there is a married couple like this, it's wealth that is sustainable. And this is the explanation to you that the oath in marriage of a man and a woman is what creates the Garden of Eden spiritually. Spiritually, it's a spiritual place. Do you understand? Adam and Eve look like you and me, but they were married. But in the spirit world, in the invisible world, it's actually the Garden of Eden. Do you understand? That Adam and Eve story is an allegorical story, if I'm correct. It's just it's an explanation of something that is physical but spiritual. But I explained it to you so that you know that in a marriage, just to conclude, that in a marriage, when the snake sleeps with the wife, since it's one, it means that the snake has also slept with the husband. Do you understand? It's it's like gay sex. That snake with the penis sleeps with the wife, Eve. But when it does so, since the oath says two is one, it's also slept with Adam. It means now that both of them have fallen out of the garden. And when this happens in a marriage, it means that this particular group, two people, will never, ever repair that marriage. God has left that marriage because the oath has been broken. So now, understand the actual meaning of the Garden of Eden. There you go.